Good Wednesday morning to you, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rusty 78609, alive and in color from Fort Clark Springs, Texas. On a day, hey Google, what's the temperature at Fort Clark Springs, Texas?
The temperature in Fort Clark Springs right now is 51 degrees.
With a high of 56, it says a 20% chance of rain, but it's misting rain now. Another lovely day, and I'm hoping that. Let me check the weather. Well, can I? Yeah, I can. See what the 10 days is here. We finally get sunshine a little bit on Thursday, but the high tomorrow is going to be 70. And then over the weekend, it's going to be sunny and warm, finally. I'm ready. I promise you I am. But anyway, never worry about what you cannot change. And today is the first day of the rest of your life. Make it a good one. It's the day after yesterday, day before tomorrow, right now. And it just went ziggying on by. So if there's anything you want to do, you might want to get started. Anyway, what else? I was living in an RV. I'm back in the house now. For how long? I don't know. I don't know. Why? I don't know, man. I try to make it work. I mean, it's all nice and cozy and everything's fixed up the way I like it. But I don't know, man. It's just something missing, you know? I don't know what it is. Maybe it's Romeo. I don't know. There's Romeo though. But anyway, guys, uh, if you don't know where you're going in life, it doesn't matter which road you take. So I guess I'll just take any road that pops up. So having said that, what else have we got going on here today? Well, tomorrow's Thanksgiving, and I know I sound a little hoarse. It's because I am. I got a little bronchitis, a little chest congestion, but other than that, I feel okay. Yeah, I feel okay. And yeah, but yeah, I think what caused the bronchitis stuff was I was moving out of the motorhome into this little house on those cold, misty days of 40 degrees and mist and rain, and I picked up a little bug. But, do you realize, and it occurred to me, I've been living in an RV for 25 plus years and I have never been sick. I mean, I've never had this crud or anything, you know? And so that's another reason I may go back in there. There's something to do with this stuff. I don't know. We'll see. I'm just thinking out loud. But anyway, PJ Frog 10 says, I saw the 2023 Prius. Wow, that is a sharp looking car. Yeah, it is. The only thing I'm concerned about, well, two things. I have to be able to tow it behind my motorhome. That's one. And two, they've shortened the height by 2 inches, all right? So the interior height is 2 inches shorter than it has been to make it look sleeker, you know? So I don't know. And the problem is you can't go to a dealer and look at one because they don't have any and they won't have any. They're taking orders. That's it. So anyway, we'll see how it goes. It'll all work out or it won't. I've got a good car. I'm happy with it. So anyway, Stan Lee says, good morning, Richard. Hey, Stan, back on the meds, boy. Everyone texts and everybody thinks they are movie makers with these phones. I guess so because I see a lot of people taking a lot of pictures. But that's, hey man, it's just a change. Troy Clausen, happy Thanksgiving. Thank you, Troy. Jill Larson, Rusty, did you know Taco Bell accepts EBT card payments in Texas? I don't even know what EBT. Hey Google, what is EBT card? She doesn't even know.
According to Wikipedia, electronic benefit transfer is an electronic system that allows state
Oh,
welfare department.
I don't get it anyway. But anyway, thank you. Uh, Scotty Thompson says Rusty. Okay, he wants to know the temperature. Hey Google, what's the temperature in Superior, Wisconsin?
The temperature in Superior currently is 22 degrees. Due to current wind conditions, it feels like it's 14.
A little cold, Scotty. That's what it is. It's cold where you are. Anyway, Sue C. I really like to text I really like to text rather than phone calls with most friends and family. To me, it's like getting a letter. My son calls about every other day. My two daughters daily, and we often visit. Happy Thanksgiving, Rusty. You too, Sue C. D. Anderson. I think texting has led to the reduction of sperm counts. Shit. I don't know, maybe in men. It's for sissies who are afraid to talk to women. I don't know about that. Yeah. Anyway, Scotty Thompson says, cool comment, call, cool video talk. Thank you, Scotty, the mass bowler from Wisconsin. K. Bob Hope, letter writing is definitely dead. I would bet no one born after 1990 has written a personal letter. Oh, I would bet on that too, because, well, I won't get into it, but I sent a birthday present to somebody and I, I ain't heard crap. Anyway, enough said. Boondocking with Dennis. Good evening, Rusty. I'll be running this playlist overnight. That's for all that you do. That you do. Thank you, Dennis. Dennis, check his channel out on YouTube. Boondocking with Dennis. Comment call Ernie Mello. Mellow Yellow. Your golfing buddy sent me this non-alcohol drink recipes called Arnold Palmer. Easy to make, lots of ice, 1/2 lemon, 1/2 iced tea, peach iced tea. Try it if you already haven't. Okay, Ernie, my golfing buddy sent you something. That's interesting. Anyway, then we got Rick G. He says, I still don't text. Don't know if I ever will. Well, that's another trend too. The texting fad is going down. They just don't communicate at all. I mean, you just don't communicate with them. Anyway, hang on a second. Yeah, get this new generation or whatever it is, it's the way it is. I can't do anything about it. And if why worry about what you can't change? I don't know. This person's name is Mark Walker, Texas Ranger, California native. Okay, I agree with I agree with Wade, my little sister, big sister, and my folks in their 80s. Text only. I call because I just miss the sound of their voices, but uh, I'm too busy text right now to talk. Well, anyway, whatever it is, man, I just did that video because I'm wondering where we're going from now. How are we communicating, or are we? And another thing I'll mention is, and I may do a video on this, is everything is so personalized to the individual now. In other words, if you're watching TV, everything you're seeing that's available for you is unique to you. You're not getting what other people are getting. Okay, so it used to be we had one basic news. That was it. You got ABC, CBS, NBC, and they were all on the same page. And the programming on television was generic. If you wanted to watch it, you did, and if you didn't, you didn't. But everybody got the same thing. Now we get individualized little packets for each person, and I'm not sure we even know what's going. I mean, we know what's going on around us, but we probably couldn't communicate with anybody else. I don't know. This is Technologist Live. It says when you tell people the truth, they will hate you. Why? It's the program they're running thanks to indoctrination programs called public schools. It could be, I don't know. King for a day, us, our grandparents and before used to text all the time. My grandparents didn't even have a phone. I mean, they were called letters back then. Okay. If you ever get a chance, it's humbling to read letters from soldiers to their wives during times of war. Yeah, well, yeah, he says he's found some from the American Civil War. Yeah, back then, that was how you communicated, but things have changed now. Soldiers now, they text their family and have the FaceTime stuff. It's the whole new world. Henri Codger, wow, man, that's outstanding, brother. It blows my mind, man. That was on the Chevy Bolt, the 2LT. Yeah, that was that short one I did. The what do you call it? Shorts. Yeah. Miss Majestic, I perfect to text. Okay. I just read it I read them like they are, guys. Jen, interesting comments on texting. Perhaps we will all evolve into people with big eyes, small mouths like SF characters. Words are taking shortcuts in line. Example: Generation Z born and RPG. That's a rocket propelled grenade. Anyway, but they say it's role playing games. Will spelling tests be a thing of the past? Need to reread 1984. Well, the text. You put in your emotions. You put in all those little smiling faces and stuff. So you not only can do the text, you can show your emotions. I think it's the way it is, and not much I can do about it. Larry Weems, 80-20 text versus talk. Like text due to clear communication and he likes text due to clear communication and record. However, a weak link is interpretation of emotion via text. Real easy to take something out of context. I guess, I don't know. I mean, I'm not real good at it. I get by. Rye W says Prius is without question the most reliable and efficient car ever made. Go for it, Rusty. Well, I've had two of them, but and I've thought about the Prius, and I'll continue to think about it, but I can't really uh, think of a reason why I would change. I'll see. We'll see. I got to have a reason. Daisy Muffin, you go, Mr. Handsome. I hear you. Rusty, I enjoy watching your videos smoking a little sativa and sipping green tea. Love and peace, Rusty. Thank you, Daisy Muffin. Hey, Google, what is sativa? She don't know either.
According to Wikipedia, cannabis sativa is an annual herbaceous flowering plant indigenous to Eastern Asia, but now of cosmopolitan distribution due to widespread cultivation. It has been cultivated throughout recorded history, used as a source of industrial fiber, seed oil.
Okay, that's enough. Thank you, Daisy Muffin. Al Fur, thumbs up to you. And moving along to William Bingham's got a long comment here. I'll read part of it. No email, no voicemail, no phone call except some lawyer wanting me to sue the federal government for Camp Lejeune water contamination. If I want to contact a younger person, it must be initiated with a text. Yeah, and the possibility of a mistyped statement or confusion about what is meant becomes a great possibility with any text. Yeah, you text somebody and tell them to call you. I mean, NB, you are so right, Rusty. Everything has changed so fast. We are also in your group. Everyone else have their own lives and nothing else matters. We have learned to just stay away and not intrude. And yes, it's all about texting, and we are so slow in doing that. No one wants to talk anymore. Emojis, we don't have in our phones. I have to use the numbers. Whatever, yeah, but it's just a change. Spiderhead says on the talk text us says, nope, most of us still talk to neighbors, friends, etc. Texting instead of calling is considered rude by most everyone I know. Well, you must live in a closet somewhere, Spiderhead, because I don't know what country you live in. I mean, but no, texting has definitely taken over, and for the fact that well, if you live in a neighborhood you've lived in for years, I can see that, sure. Wade Hampton, I hate texting. I find it rude and lazy. What it says to me is that that person doesn't have enough esteem for me to spend the time required to actually call. I think you're right. It will eventually lead to nothing, as I am already there. I'd rather not communicate at all with people than type out "How are you?" No, I hear you. No, it's he says it's freaking vulgar. Yeah. Well, it's the change. Well, I have to tell you, the telecoms got us texting real quick. That's all I got to tell you. Thomas Shepard, did anyone else notice the DPS trooper at 545? Oh, they're all over out here. I'm sure you saw several, because we're right near the Texas-Mexico border, Susan Moorfield, the only family member I talk to these days is my sister-in-law. She still likes to talk and hear the voices. My brother talks a little bit, but he isn't a big talker anyway. Anyway, the art of talking is going away, I think, unless you use it for working. My husband talks to the office people still. I miss the old system of the phone. Yeah, a lot of people are it's hard to change, you know. Hang on a second. Okay, we're moving along here now. We'll go to Maxie Felix. PROMOSM. Whatever. Thank you very much. Bruce Rady. That seems to be so very true. Well, yeah, but I wanted to get somebody to tell me where we're headed next, you know. Where do we go from not talking on the phone to texting? What's next? You see what I mean? That's my question. And anyway, maybe this is it. You think? No, I doubt it. Uh, Alex V says everyone sends a text. Occasionally, I'll give someone a call, but then they get all mad because I didn't just send a text. I can understand that. Yeah, but you don't know what to do. You don't know whether to call or send a text, you know. Ralph P, I think the texting was better in a way. People could always see it later and respond better than missing calls. Now it's kind of the thing to do, I guess. I still talk some, but I'm old. LOL. Yeah, I talk to myself. You know, you guys get it when I'm going down the highway. Homer's reluctant odyssey on the talking stuff. Texting has great benefits for me with my business as a painting contractor. I get addresses, paint colors, times to meet, etc., and I can keep a solid record of all messages. Cuts down on miscommunications. Yeah, well, I can see that would be a benefit to a person in business. Shift into high says email. I don't think anybody ever emails anymore. I mean, that thing's very rarely used. Companies use it. Long way around. We'll do about three more, then we'll shut her down. Long way around. What's next? Robert Heinlein wrote many great books back in the day, but I will fear no evil. Actually, address this issue somewhat. With no middle class, the rich still use the English language, and the lower class became oh okay. With no middle class, the rich still use the English language, and the lower class became illiterate and developed a shorthand oral way of communicating. Perhaps this is where society is headed. It is fascinating. Heinlein addressed this issue as a subplot in a book he wrote and published in 1970. Yeah, thank you, long way around. Louis Paparilla here says we may talk, converse less, but mayhaps we communicate more. I don't know, but as you said, it just is. So unfortunately, I think our manners have suffered from a lowering of face-to-face discourse, but we'll muddle through. Yeah, thank you very much, Louis. Enjoy your day. And then finally, we've got Dare Trixler here from the North Sea in Germany. He says, interesting drive and wise words. It's amazing to see your open space every day. Awesome. Yeah, it is. It's a pretty area here that I live in Texas, Southwest Texas, a lot of open spaces that a lot of people around the world and in USA and cities don't get to see very often. But having said that, guys, from Fort Clark Springs on a cool, not cold, damp day. Hey, Google, what's the temperature in Eureka, Canada?
In Eureka, it's currently minus 41 degrees.
God.
Due to current wind conditions, it feels like it's minus 60.
I mean, the high is minus 26. Anyway, guys, with that in mind, thumbs up. Carpe diem, adios, bye bye. Carpe diem means seize the day in Latin. Bye bye, adios. Uh, bye bye, adios, what? Use the Amazon link if you choose to. Drink plenty of water, 3 or 4 quarts a day won't hurt you. It's good for you. It'll help you avoid gout, kidney stones, and it'll also help you lose weight because you'll be full of water and you will not want to eat so much as a snack. You know what I mean? So, yeah, drink plenty of water and then take deep breaths. Breathe in really deep, hold it for a few seconds, and then breathe out slowly. Why? Because that relieves stress, and relieving stress does what? Lowers your blood pressure. Is that good for you? Hell yeah, it is. Do it several times a day. And then what else? Stretch. Stretch. Stretch, stretch. Swivel, swivel, swivel. Walk, walk, walk. Pedal, pedal, pedal. Exercise your body once or twice a day, every single day. Why? Because you'll feel better immediately and you may live longer, healthier because of that one thing. And then what else? Stand guard at the door of your mind. This is your head, your frontal lobes, your consciousness. All those little neurons in there are forming neural links, which is every single thought you have. So give those neurons something positive to work with. How about that? Eliminate the negative as much as you can. But don't watch the news. It's all negative crap. But anyway, accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, enjoy your life one day or one moment at a time. At ease, carry on, adios, bye-bye, hasta luego, vaya con Dios, aloha, until the mid-morning video or whatever you want to call it. I'm not sure what it'll be, but it's coming. And anyway, yeah, enjoy your day and got Thanksgiving coming up. So adios, amigos. Bye-bye.